This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Good evening. It's Monday, 5th February 2024. Peace is the path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. On the news this evening, court denies bail to suspects accused of terrorism in Rivers State. Court adjourns case by group disputing status of defected Rivers lawmakers. Motorists call for alternative routes amid Port Harcourt Ring Road project. NAFDAC begins enforcement of ban on alcoholic drinks in sachets. On the foreign scene, Senegal police fire tear gas at protesters of vote delay. I am Constance Mega. A federal high court in Abuja has denied bail to 5 persons accused of burning the Rivers State House of Assembly complex and killing of Aoda DPO last year. Recall that they were charged with terrorism offences by the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetoku. Now, their bail applications filed and argued by their lawyer, Lukman Fagbemi, were rejected and dismissed for lack of merit. Justice Mobolaji Olajuwon refused them bail on the ground that they did not provide special circumstances to warrant their release from Kuje Correctional Center, Abuja. Well, he also said terrorism offences are not bailable. The 5 accused are Chime Eguma Ezebalike, Prince Lukman Oladele, Kenneth Goodluck Basa, Osiga Donald, and Ochueja Sangod. In the meantime, a federal high court in Port Harcourt has adjourned the case between the Rivers State civil society organizations against the State House of Assembly lawmakers to 26th of February. Well, recall that the organization had sued the Rivers State government and the embattled lawmakers of the State House of Assembly, seeking clarification on the interpretation of Section 109, subsection 1G of the 1999 Constitution. Well, Chairman, Rivers State Civil Society Organizations, NFR George Will, spoke to newsmen after the court proceedings.
Like we have argued severally, that these embattled lawmakers are no longer lawmakers and therefore cannot carry out business of lawmaking for Rivers. And we are saying that the court should graciously, as seen done in the case of the embattled lawmakers in Ebonyi State and of course in across Rivers. We are on the side of law and we are very sure that the court will give us a victory. For now, the matter was just for mention and the judge has just adjourned the matter to 26th of February just so that every other processes will be consolidated. We are sure of victory and we have no fear because we are on the path of the law.
Well, as you may know, that section of the Constitution states that a member of a House of Assembly shall vacate his seat in the House if that person, whose election was sponsored by a political party, becomes a member of another political party before the expiration of the period for which that House was elected. Now, there have been calls for the seat of the 25 lawmakers in the Rivers State House of Assembly who defected to the PDP to be declared vacant. In another development, the national spokesman of Partners for Peace in the Niger Delta, Livingstone Membere, says the political crisis in Rivers State is far from over, despite the implementation of most of the 8-point resolutions by the state governor, Siminalayi Fubara. Mr. Membere said this in an interview with correspondent Subi Oruwari while reacting to the absence of Governor Fubara at the chieftaincy installation of one of his commissioners over the weekend. But he also urged the political class and elders in the state to discourage actions that could escalate the crisis. Moving on, some road users along the Rumosi, Choba and Obiri-Kwere axis of the East-West Road have expressed concern over the continued traffic on the axis following the construction of the Port Harcourt Ring Road. Well, those who spoke to our correspondents called on the construction company and the Rivers State government to provide alternative routes.
For coming here, it's a very difficult on the truck is much. What we are passing through is much. We have to add with the difficulty of the fuel and all the rest of things. Before we meet up, it is not easy for us. No alternative to enter Rumosi. The company would have provided alternative, even going to Rumosi, no way. So we are even wondering what will happen in this rainy season. The rainy season will be the worst. And even this one way, it's a risk. But there is nothing we can do, just to follow the one way for us to at least meet up small. Without the one way we cannot meet up. And you cannot just come and increase transportation because of what we are passing through.
The road, stopping people, hold up everywhere. The dust itself is even the worst. People are suffering, but they should try and hurry on to so that people can be able to go where they want to go.
The road is busy, but the company have given us only 2 lanes to pass, which is the other one.
Now, reacting to this, a security personnel attached to the construction company Ifeanyi Ibemenu said the company is doing its best to ease the traffic and will provide solutions soon.
I'm one of the Julius security. If you are coming from Choba, Koromokoro, traffic is going gentle, it's going more jam, no hold up. Except for these drivers, they used to find passengers on the road. So apart from that, so if you are going towards a place also will put such barrier that motor cannot pass in and pass out because of our equipment, so not cause any hazard on anybody. You can't come in, also know what to do.
Our correspondent reports seeing a traffic warden controlling traffic on that axis. In other news now, some mobile phone users in Port Harcourt are expressing disappointment over the poor network service experienced in recent weeks. They say the inconsistent network is affecting their daily activities online and offline. They spoke to our correspondent.
Since the last 2 weeks, difficult to make calls, send messages, internet, it's been crazy. It's not been funny at all. Just there saying 6G at the top of my phone. And I don't know if it's a transitioning that made it bad, but it's been terrible. It's not been easy at all.
I've been making call. While you're on call, their service will have issue. Wednesday or Thursday last week, their network was very bad.
Sometimes when I want to recharge my airtime, if I apply the code, it doesn't respond. And even when I want to borrow credit, sometimes it doesn't respond. And if I want to make calls, it does not connect. For like 2 weeks now.
The app has been terrible. The functions that they're like sharing data and buying data is always stressful. I always have to make a procedure more than once.
They also called on network service providers to urgently fix the problem.
They should make things better, especially their app, because I use their app a lot. I don't use USSD, and I do a lot of sharing of data, especially when I buy data. So I try and share to my MiFi and all this other stuff.
They should improve in their service because it's affecting us.
We need them to fix it as soon as possible. I don't know what it is, but they really, really need to act fast.
Still to come, kidnappers abduct passengers of 2 Abuja-bound luxury buses in Kogi State. Stay tuned. The Emoha Local Government Council has disassociated itself from the ongoing empowerment program for residents. The chairman of the council, Chidi Lloyd, in a statement by his chief press secretary, Bright Josie, said any empowerment to be conducted by the council will not be such that the unsuspecting public will pay 1,000 naira for. The statement said the matter has been reported to the Maiwan Police Division and urged those who have made payments for the purported empowerment to seek refunds. The statement further assured that a thorough investigation will be done to bring the perpetrators of the illegality to justice. Away from that, the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has started enforcing the ban on the sale and use of alcoholic beverages in sachets, plastic and glass bottles of 200 milliliter and below. While speaking at a press conference today, the Director General of NAFDAC, Mojishola Adeyeye, said importation, manufacture and distribution is also banned. He said the time given to manufacturers to sell off all alcoholic drinks in sachets and small volume plastic and glass bottles ended on 31st of January. Elsewhere, kidnappers have abducted passengers of 2 Abuja-bound buses in the Inele-Teke, Ogugu, New Road area of Kogi State. Well, the Kogi State Police Command has confirmed the incident. On the foreign scene, riot police fired tear gas to break up crowds trying to gather outside Senegal's parliament today to protest against the president's postponement of elections over the weekend. Well, as protesters shouted slogans, lawmakers inside the National Assembly building started debating a bill that would reschedule the 25th February vote to 25th August and extend President Macky Sall's mandate until his successor is installed. And that's the news, but before we go, let's take a look at the highlights. On the news this evening, you heard that a federal high court has denied bail to 5 suspects accused of terrorism in Rivers State. A state high court has adjourned the case by a group disputing the status of defected Rivers lawmakers. Motorists are calling for alternative routes amid the Port Harcourt Ring Road project. And NAFDAC has started enforcing the ban on alcoholic drinks in sachets. On the foreign scene, Senegal police fired tear gas at crowds protesting election postponement. The news was edited by Martha Okere Nkem. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I am Constance Mega. Thank you for listening.
We connect you to the world. We connect you to the vicinity. We are Nigeria Info.